For the past 25 years, the fundamental design of the corporate website has remained almost entirely unchanged. Businesses treat their websites as digital brochures, static, passive environments where information is displayed on a page, and a visitor is expected to scroll, read, and find their own way to a solution. At the end of this journey, almost every single company features the exact same mechanism to capture interest, the traditional online contact form. It is a series of empty white boxes asking for a name, an email address, a phone number, and a generic text box that says, "Tell us how we can help." For a long time, this was the industry standard because it was the only way to funnel digital traffic into a corporate database. But as we operate in the high-velocity market of 2026, this traditional web form has transformed from a lead generation tool into a corporate graveyard. It is a massive friction point that actively destroys user intent and alienates modern buyers. The traditional static website is dying, and the businesses that continue to rely on passive forms to capture market interest are quietly bleeding millions of dollars in unrealized revenue. The future of digital growth belongs to those who dismantle these static boundaries and replace them with dynamic, zero-latency, conversational artificial intelligence funnels. To understand why the traditional form is obsolete, we must examine the psychological reality of the modern consumer. We live in an era where attention is the scarcest commodity on earth. When an enterprise buyer or a retail customer visits your website, they are operating under extreme time constraints and intense cognitive overload. They have a specific problem they need solved, and they want to know immediately if your company possesses the capability, the pricing, and the availability to solve it. When you present that individual with a static form, you are essentially asking them to perform free administrative labor for your company. You are forcing them to type out their data, check a series of compliance boxes, and click a button that says submit. And what do they receive in exchange for that labor? In almost every instance, they are met with a generic automated confirmation message that says, "Thank you for your submission. A member of our team will get back to you within 24 to 48 business hours." In 2026, 24 hours is a lifetime. By forcing a high-intent prospect to wait for a human employee to read an email, evaluate their worth, and schedule a call, you are demonstrating a profound lack of operational speed. You are breaking the momentum of their intent. The moment that user closes your website tab, their attention fragments, their urgency cools, and their mind shifts to other pressing matters. More importantly, because the internet offers infinite alternatives, they do not sit around waiting for your sales team to call them back. They immediately move to the next competitor in the search listings, looking for anyone who can provide an instant answer. The static form acts as an administrative barrier, filtering out high-value prospects and driving your customer acquisition costs through the roof. A conversational AI funnel completely flips this broken dynamic on its head. Instead of a passive environment that forces the user to do the work, a conversational funnel turns your website into an active, intelligent, and highly responsive ecosystem. The moment a visitor lands on your page, they are not met with an interrogation form. They are met with an intelligent conversational interface that engages them in a natural, fluid dialogue in real time. This is not the basic, frustrating live chat widget of the past decade that relied on rigid, pre-written button trees and ended up saying, "No agents are available." This is a highly advanced, context-aware generative intelligence system that understands natural language, processes intent, and adapts its behavior dynamically based on the user's specific responses. Instead of forcing a prospect to scroll through endless subpages to find a pricing tier or a feature list, the user can simply state their problem in plain English. The AI analyzes the query instantly, extracts the exact necessary information from your internal corporate knowledge base, and delivers a precise, tailored response within milliseconds. The website transitions from a static brochure into a live, highly skilled corporate consultant that is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The true operational leverage of a conversational funnel lies in its ability to execute real-time lead qualification and immediate conversion within the flow of dialogue. In a traditional form setup, you have to ask a user 10 different questions to figure out if they are a qualified buyer, asking about their budget, their company size, their timeline, and their specific industry. When a human sees a form with 10 different fields, their psychological resistance skyrockets, and the abandonment rate of that form increases exponentially. A conversational AI funnel completely bypasses this friction by qualifying the prospect contextually through natural conversation. The system weaves the qualification parameters seamlessly into the dialogue. For example, rather than demanding a company's revenue up front, the AI might ask, "What scale of operation are you currently managing?" or "How many team members will need access to this system?" As the user answers organically, the back-end AI evaluates the responses against your strict corporate sales criteria in real time. If the system determines that the prospect is a highly qualified, high-value lead, it doesn't tell them to wait 48 hours for an email. It acts instantly while their intent is at its absolute peak. Within the same chat interface, the AI can cross-reference your sales team's live calendars, present the available time slots, and lock in a firm discovery meeting. If the lead is an ultra-high priority target, the system can trigger an immediate live API handshake, initiating an instantaneous voice call or routing them directly to an active sales representative within seconds. The transition from discovery to conversion is entirely seamless, frictionless, and executed without a single millisecond of manual administrative delay. Furthermore, a conversational funnel provides your business with an extraordinary depth of qualitative data that a traditional form could never capture. When a prospect fills out a standard form, you only receive rigid, flat data points, a phone number, an email, and perhaps a 3-word comment. When a prospect engages with a conversational AI funnel, they describe their challenges, their frustrations, their goals, and their anxieties in their own words. The AI infrastructure captures this rich semantic data, analyzes the underlying sentiment, and automatically updates your central CRM with a highly detailed, comprehensive psychological profile of the buyer. When your human account executive steps into the live meeting, they aren't flying blind. They aren't asking generic icebreaker questions. They have full access to an advanced AI-generated briefing dossier that details exactly what the client needs, how they think, and what levers are required to close the contract. Your human sales team is empowered to perform at their absolute highest level, using their emotional intelligence to build deep human trust, rather than wasting time uncovering basic operational data. When you look at the macroeconomics of digital marketing today, the competitive reality is clear. Advertising costs are rising, attention spans are shrinking, and consumer tolerance for human latency has hit an all-time low. Businesses can no longer afford to treat their digital storefronts as passive environments. You cannot continue to spend thousands of dollars driving targeted traffic to your website, only to bottleneck that traffic at an archaic static contact form. By replacing your forms with automated conversational funnels, you maximize the efficiency of every single visitor who crosses your digital threshold. You capture intent instantly, you eliminate response time decay, and you build a permanent, highly scalable lead conversion engine that operates flawlessly at any hour of the day or night. At Plato AI, we design and deploy the precise conversational infrastructures, natural language funnels, and integrated database pipelines that transform static websites into high-performance revenue engines. We build the intelligence so you can capture the market. If you are ready to fire your traditional web forms, eliminate customer latency, and experience the exponential power of real-time conversational automation, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We share the exact engineering frameworks, behavioral strategies, and technical workflows required to dominate the digital landscape. Thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next masterclass. We are Plato AI.